Before the privatization of the power sector in 2005, the business of generating, transmitting and distribution of electricity supply was the sole responsibility of the federal government under the watch of National Electric Power Authority, NEPA, with lamentations from Nigerians on the prevalent rate of epileptic power supply in the country. The privatization gave birth to the Power Holding Company of Nigeria. We saw 18 distribution companies providing electricity to Nigerians, but the lamentations are still on, signifying that the privatization has not yielded the required results.
Sometimes they charge us 90,000, 30,000 in a month, and they don't even bring the light at all.
Every year we pay 60,000 for this environment. So I don't know what to say. So I let the state government do something about that. They should give us light. We don't see light in Lafia. NEPA come and cut light every time, collecting our money without seeing light. If they bring light, the light will be too bit small.
The power supply is quite very poor, to be sincere. I've stayed in this town for getting up to 4 years now, and in my residential area, there's actually the power supply there is very, very poor. In some places, they don't even bring the lights, and people keep getting charges.
Actually, I can say there is no light in Lafia because what we normally get is 2 to 3 hours light supply. So I think that one is not favorable at all.
According to reports provided by electricity generating companies, the average power supply in Nigeria stood at 3,851 megawatt for a country of about 200 million people, which is in gross shortage if the country would want to transform its economy according to the yearnings of the citizenry.
We've just observed that the government does not even realize the country can grow with light. In these premises that I'm in NIPO's premises. For the past 5 years, we don't have NEPA lights. We've been using gen. And for you to maintain a gen, you have to buy engine oil every day, fuel every day, spending about 5,000 daily.
In the face of epileptic power supply and the quest by most Nigerians to utilize electricity for household and economic purposes, some Nigerians have resorted to the use of diesel-fueled generators, thus polluting the air and contributing to environmental degradation. The essence of power sector reforms in 2005 was to scale up the distribution of electricity with the increment in the megawatt being generated. And since the intention is not accomplished, Nigerians are still calling on the federal government to do the needful.
The government should wake up from their slumber and live up to expectation. Otherwise, private business and enterprise will vanish and will be in a state of anarchy.
The government should execute a committee that will see to light issue in the country, because it's the major concern that can make the country grow.
They took over it. They come and rescue us into this problem.
Apart from epileptic power supply, Nigerians are equally faulting the Power Holding Company of Nigeria for overbilling through estimated bill, a situation that gave birth to prepared meters. But Nigerians are saying that the process of obtaining this device is still cumbersome.
Prepared meter, they will ask at the end of the day, we will not see any prepared meter. They only come and collect money for us. They only come and tell you that to bring some amount, give you necessary bill.
We asked them for it, they did not even bring any.
I will agree with you that prepaid meter will solve our problem, but they are living in an inflammatory excuses. So we paid bill. It is just a camouflage. It is an excuse. The problem of NEPA is corruption.
Whatever is the case, the company handling the ongoing construction of transmission station in Akuruba, Lafia, said the issue of epileptic power supply in Lafia, the Nasarawa State capital, would be a thing of the past the moment the work is completed, as assured by site engineer Ergan Tofa.
We are planning to finish next month end, which is this year, August, end of August of this year.
Currently, 40% of Nigerian population are connected to energy grid, generating over 3,000 megawatts of electricity for 150 million people. In comparison with South Africa, a country with the second largest economy in Africa, generating over 40,000 megawatts of electricity to 62 million people, an indication that Nigeria will occupy a strategic position in the global rating of economy if electricity is supplied as expected. In Lafia, it has been Valentine Joshua reporting for MBS News.